Yeah, the kid's probably already dead, if I'm being honest. What's this place?
Could I get another advance, Mr.
Okay, we'll
Nandi?
talk to you two in a second.
Just make sure
Let's
it's
keep looking
properly
around
locked.
first.
I'll note it next to
Workbench.
the others, sir.
Resident, just a resident.
Help! Someone... I think I'm gonna be sick.
What happened? Are you right?
No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Okay, sounds like got a murder mystery going on.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
What a gruesome way to die.
Yeah, quite a bit of blood here. It's obvious some sort of scuffle happened. He's got nothing on him item-wise, so maybe it was a robbery? Hastily packed suitcase. Several ragged outfits, all the same kind of color, stuffed to the suitcase. Maybe he was going on the run, perhaps? Tossball betting slip. Betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called mostly colonists from left field tossball betting. Uh-oh. I'm guessing his team lost, he owed people money, tried to run away, and they did visit him. Or at least that's my guess. Okay, that's enough looking around there. Anyone else have a name that's just more than just resident? No, it looks like that might be about it.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
Unless there's someone in here. Oh, here we go. Velma. Hello.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Well, alright then. Yeah, we're just looking around.
Well, if you're that friendly about it, then you definitely aren't one of Catherine's sublight toughs. My mistake. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Missing or dead? Or presumed dead?
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
I could talk to Caleb for you.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it?
No.
I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find
Well,
a way to
alright
get
then.
him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Okay, what about a missing coworker?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
He'll come back, so he can't constrain person's freedom. Well, it's that sort of thing. He'll come
I
back eventually.
can't keep working double shifts either. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments.
Oh, is he the one who's
Tell
already
him
dead?
Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply.
Oh,
Something else on your mind?
oh wait, no, I want to ask
I'd
about
give you a
Catherine.
friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Gosh.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I'll have to try that.
See, this is why I bring her
Anyway,
everywhere. Her
what do you
engineering
folks
skills
need?
are helpful. I was about to ask about Catherine.
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay.
We
Has
need to
a
go over
mouth
there.
like a ground six spacer.
Actually, we have a lot of places to go
Something
to
else
now.
on your mind?
No. Okay, now we have a lot of side quests now. Okay, let's see. Fallbrook. Kinda want to do Mr. Pickett. Just because I want to finally see a Manta Queen. What is Monarch? Oh, that's right here. We'll do that one in a second. For now, I want to go see about a
My
Manta
dad
Queen.
taught me some French, you know. Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
I don't think the
Oh,
omelets...
yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
I do like the companions. They're fun. Oh, great, Marauders. I was about to do a stealth attack, but you just bopped the man out of existence. I missed all those shots. What? Okay, is my aim really that bad, or... There we go. Ow. No, Raptidons. Seriously. Also, did someone just send me a message? My bad. Oh. Take those. Oh, great, more. I'm running low on ammo for this thing. Rid of this. Wait, what ammo does this even use? It uses energy, right? Yeah. That uses heavy. That uses light. Shotgun also uses light? That's kind of surprising.
I'm just saying, if we did need to dispose of a body, this would be a good spot for it. Nice hit!
Dang, even my sniper's not doing too much against these guys. Maybe we need to get some more modifications. Just a bit of acid, you'll be fine. Just a bit of acid. It'll give you some burns, but again, you'll probably be fine. Some ferals. As long as they don't... What the... Okay. Not gonna question that. Now let's just try and find Mr. Pickett and a Manta Queen. Oh yeah, you are tanky. And you set me on fire, of course you did. Oh, that's not gonna really... Oh yeah, that's not doing much. Manta Swarm, seriously? Come on, it's almost dead. There we go. Guess I'll take this. Getting burned too many times, high damage received. Why am I getting so many of these? No, thank you. I know it did give me a perk point, but I don't think it's worth the risk till we find one that's more suited. Okay, so we have his journal. Can I read it, or... Yeah, it doesn't really say. Well, then let's just go ahead and return back to Sebastian.
You look like a man who's looking for some...
Nope, we found his journal.
He'll probably be wanting it back. You see any sign of him?
Yeah, we found journal cited a Mantiqueen. He's dead.
That's pretty sad. He sure seemed like he knew what he was doing.
He most definitely did
He used to
not.
tell the kids crazy stories about halcyon wildlife. Later I learned most of it was wrong, but it was the thought that counted. Then one day he just disappeared. Never heard anything about him again.
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it. Looks mighty long, though.
Look, bright side, he found his Mantiqueen. Yeah,
He did always want to see one.
and he did at the
Huh.
end.
That's a fine way of putting it. In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for me. Here's some bits for your trouble.
Thank you. We leveled up. Okay, what do I want to bring up? You're not Reginald. Hello. What was that a pause?
Startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
Sorry. Looking for Braxton. Have you seen him?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Persuade. Relax, no one's trouble. Just look to have a friendly chat with him.
Oh, in that case,
This is why I put high
he
points
told
to
me he was
persuasion.
delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
That's all we need. We know he was taking
We're in
meds.
agreement that this Braxton is probably dead, right?
Oh, most likely. Most definitely. Okay, so where is his house? It's not too far outside, actually. Okay. That's not bad at all.
Step lively, Miss Holcomb.
I'm not winded. On it.
Oh, yep, they're alive. Hey.
A visitor? What an
Oh, for God's
unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I, for one, welcome a reprieve from our travels. That is, if you'll have us, kind sir.
That's the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
Look for a man named Braxton. He supposedly came by here.
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The Raptidons and Marauders scare off all but the boldest.
Hmm.
And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for
Okay,
dinner?
no, he's being way too kind. Nah. Yeah, I heard he was delivering medicine to you.
I'm sure I would remember something like that.
Then either you died along the way or you're lying.
Quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost
The
ready.
dinner is poisonous, isn't it? So, do I just talk to the other guys, or I guess I'll just talk to everyone else? Hey.
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Look for a man named Braxton.
Sorry, I'm not real good with, names.
Something wrong?
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip.
I felt like that after my dad passed. Walked around in a haze for weeks. I'm sorry you're feeling that way too.
Other times, it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
Short-term amnesia? Maybe we can help.
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
Still thinking the food might be poisonous, but maybe we can help him out somehow. Let me ask you.
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell.
Everyone's being way too nice. It's
Yet
kind of
The
freaky.
Eternal provides, does it not?
The Eternal
Only if
provides.
you give yourself over to the plan, Martha. May I call you Martha?
By all means.
I guess it's
just
probably a good
make
idea we brought a
yourself
priest with
comfortable.
us.
Company is always a reason for cheer.
I certainly can't fault your optimism, even though it's freaky. Why live all the way out here? Actually, yeah, that's a good question.
The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine, and we were made to spread it across the stars.
Sure.
Out here, we
Okay.
are free. And even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves.
Things have a way of working out, I suppose, yeah?
That they do. Though it's up to us to make the most of those opportunities, wouldn't you say?
Felt like
Look
we're in a
at me,
church service.
rattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
I still don't trust this whole situation. It is kind of freaky. Is anyone else here? How many people live here? For house key. Maybe I could find this house key?
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
Sorry. Just looking around.
Liar! You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
What the hell's a rocket candy? Your rocket candies?
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
Whatever, man.
I'm not telling you.
You're not helpful. Okay. So place is creepy. Poetry journal, private narrates sunrise, the sun crests the horizon, as round, soft, and warm as a lump of a cystipig. The day is fresh and alive with possibility. Trees, ever reds, rise from the ground, glistening and triumphant in daylight. But remind me that life can grow even here amidst the dust. Okay. Sky, Monarch 1 grows large and dark, like a moth that eats the sky. I try to think of words I had to script it. What? But something dark swallows them. Hunger, var is an arc sharp, and my stomach hurts all time. Food makes me sick, water makes me sick. Always hungry, so I can't think. I'm thinking the mom might be poisoned. Something's going on. They're being poisoned or something. Something odd is really going on here. Can we talk to you like normal?
Choice pills that cure all your ills.
You are very freaky. Okay. Something really odd is going on here. Wait, why have 2 board games out? Okay. Actually not really finding any. I take back anything I was about to say. Okay, where's the house key? We need to find this house key somewhere. Maybe I can get it from the mom? I guess I could hack. We have enough to hack.
Oh no. No.
Yeah.
It is unnatural. An affront to the grand plan.
Oh, I didn't even... Oh, this is Braxton. The food. They're cannibals. They are cannibals. Yep, this has become Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They are cannibals. If lost, please return Ballard, Velma, or her current... Oh, no. This really is not going well. Pick up supper time? I'm sorry, what? Of course, that's his name. They're cooking and eating this guy. Yeah, this is straight up some Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of thing going on here. Okay, so let's go ahead and leave before things get really bad. We found out what happened to Braxton. Uh-oh. Hold on, what's in here? We can hack it, it's fine. Oh, that just leads back outside. There's no... Okay.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen.
Oh, shit.
Dear. You've been nosy.
Oh, it's gonna be a gunfight. Relax. This doesn't have to end badly.
Of course not. What better end for the day than a meal around the family table? And what more noble purpose for you than to bring us together?
Oh, no. You're all gonna die here if you don't let us get out of here right now. Or we could do this one.
Nonsense. What the Eternal provides, we shall gladly accept.
Oh, hell no.
And there you have it. Can't argue with
Well,
that,
time to
can
kill
I?
everyone.
Here they come!
Yep! Jeez, how much health do you have? Whoops. Who's left? Jeez. Okay, Mama has a lot of
How
health.
many others do you suppose they killed?
Probably a lot.
These people deserved much, much worse.
Oh, did he have anything helpful on them? Oh, I'll just be taking these. I don't think it counts much as stealing anymore. They're dead and they were cannibals. Well, the cannibals are dead now. Is there anything else I could steal? Oh yeah, they had over here. Where's the candy rocket thing that one lady mentioned? Whoops.
Does it.
Okay, I think that's all that's here. Well, we solved the mystery. And it wasn't a pleasant one, to say the least. So yeah. They ran into some cannibals. Yeah, to knock a wolf Braxton. But now the cannibals are dead, we stole their items, and we're good to go now. We just need to tell Velma the bad news, and it'll be on our way. Or wait, no, we still have one more mission we could do for Velma. What was it again? It was... this one?
Invisible in
Hello, Caleb.
face, huh? You from Offworld?
Yep. Captain Reliable.
Captain. Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome.
Dang, these
Why
guys are
don't you
actually kind of
grab a
nice.
chair, sit a spell and revel with us.
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Oh, he's already drunk. Great. We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
How long ago? Alright, I can't. How long can you afford to miss work? How to pressure on Velma to negotiate? Risk
Not
work.
forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
Okay, so I had to put pressure on Velma to negotiate.
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better.
We do have high
Others
persuasion.
wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
This is about blackmail.
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far it's just
Okay.
gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
What do you celebrate
Me and my
exactly?
friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits.
That's gonna happen
But until the
eventually.
windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
What, you gonna control that? Good luck with that.
Why, thank you. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We
I
won't
want to
go
see if
back
maybe we
until
can
she
talk
agrees
to
pay
her
us fair
about
and
doing the
proper.
blackmail.
Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
Yeah, let's go talk to Velma. Oh, almost overjumped it. Are you kidding me? I need higher lockpick? Fine, let me see if I can break my leg. See if I can do that.
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match?
Maybe
No
I can
one?
talk to Velma first. Where is she? Where did we see Velma last? Oh, my voice. Yeah, let me see if I can talk to her. Where is she? I'm trying to remember where we met her at. In here? Yeah, it was in here. Yeah, just Velma. Let me see if I can convince her. Or at the very least, go ahead and
I'd
tell
give
her
you a
about what
friendlier
happened to...
welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in...
It's bad news about Braxton. Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
So need raised to keep up with prices around here.
Tell him to complain to Catherine in Fallbrook, not me. Sublight's demanding more money for the same contracts, which means we're all in the same boat.
Why can't you get a pay
I don't have the
increase?
bits for it, plain and simple.
Okay.
Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
She's principled, in at least this area. I will begrudgingly give her that.
Thank you. I think. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
I know you take percentage up top. You'll see if someone's going to notice you're false for long. Responsible. You keep halfway.
For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life.
Fair. Someone's going to take notice?
Maybe so. But I bet you Caleb runs out of bits first. Then he'll have to come back.
True.
He says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk. But if the money's real, I bet you he keeps it at home.
We know where it is,
Near
but
the
we
diner.
can't access it because we don't have a high enough
Steal from your
lockpick.
own people? That's low, ma'am.
That's business. Someone's got to keep the lights on.
But we can't access it not without
Fine by me.
a much, much higher lockpick. Oh yeah, we got bad news about
Daddy's
Braxton.
got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
He's dead. He was killed by cannibals out in the ruins.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
Yeah. Maybe hire someone better. Oh, man. It's a run way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself.
Yeah.
Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
No use asking about Braxton's drugs. Braxton's dead. Okay, so we still have quite a bit to do. The stash, we can't access it. We can't till we have much higher. How high is our lockpick? It's at 48 with the help of variety, but we need to get up to at least 55. So we need to at least rank up one more time. How close are we, or does it probably not say? Ooh, looks like we still need a little bit more. Great. Okay, well then let's go ahead and start our mission. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this one. Vadar can ask for clues for our weapon. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Oh, it's outside? How far outside are we talking about? Okay. We go from Amber Heights, Crossroads, and try and go up there. Because I'd love to get myself another science weapon. Hopefully it's an actual gun this time. I'm getting a bit tired of getting so many science weapons that are only melee. The only range weapon we've gone so far at science is the shrink ray, which is fun. It is fun to use, but I want more. Oh, it's a whole town. Great. Which means even more side quest. At least not a big one. Hello, you have actual name.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
Yeah, none of those. Talking about the amenities, where my was place. Lilia sent me, where's Catherine?
You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? Oh, that sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit.
Breed's Cage is pointing towards Miss Malin.
She's not but just down the way. A 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon.
What?
Wise, Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail.
Yeah, well, we're the ones with weapons, so...
I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Okay, just tell us about this place. I don't care about amenities.
Fallbrook really is the best-kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
Sure.
Swell. We like quick on-the-draw types like you. Saloon is straight back and to the right. Once you're feeling sated, you're welcome to a private cabin. Only $250 a night. Ms. Malin can let you one if you're interested. She's the one who runs this racket.
We'll talk to her in just a second.
Keep your wits about you. This is sublight territory.
Can I go in here, or...
By the way, folks are looking at me, Captain. I got a sandwich.
Hello?
Take a gander at that mug.
Take a
I've
gander
never
at a
seen
mustache,
someone
the
so
hell?
adept-looking my whole life.
Well, that's awfully kind of you, mister.
Nah, I don't trust this guy.
Oh, now,
It's the
come
mustache.
on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium goldblood. Say,
No,
I'd
we're
like
not.
to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink.
Yeah, we're beset deal with a sublight problem.
I certainly hope you're not insinuating the problem is me. I mean,
Is
that
it?
would be preposterous. I never do anything under the table. That, Miss Malin ain't aware of. If there's any issue, really, you should talk to her. She's straight back in Malin's House of Hospitality.
What was that favor you wanted?
Oh, right. Well, I mean, if you're interested. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats.
Okay, lie one. That's a stroke of sheer brilliance. So you pocket half you save.
Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you
Hoople heads?
locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
Make it 35 plus sample the goods, you got a deal. Wink.
35%? Are you out of your gourd?
No, I'm the one with the guns.
If I wasn't recovering from a bout of Morgellons, I wouldn't stand for this. But things are what they are, so I'll agree to it. But not half a percent more. My sprat carriers
Bada
back
boom.
and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there. When you've got the goods, I'll be here.
Okay, we'll talk later. Okay, just look for people who have an actual name above their heads that's not just Fallbrook Patron. Fin machine, anything actually interesting? I'll buy these. These are harder to find than you'd expect.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him.
Ah, you must be Duncan.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Or was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Let's trade. What you got? Wow, you have a lot. Okay, my friend. Okay. I don't want a shirt or an eye patch. Or tumors? Why would I want that? Contains personal journal of Mercer Cole, low-level supply contractor. Most entries pertain to slagging his teammates or complaining about shit for pay contracts. The last entry reads, can't believe you found fucking Alavitier gas in a herbinated Rizzo lab out in the dust back. Lavite, whatever it's spelled, it's worth a shit ton. Who the fuck used that to make candy? Okay, looks like old Gertie's hunch is going to prove out. Not Val Evertero, so. For the way she goes primal to slice into the criticism. Too much proc for us to transport. Gonna need a ship to smuggle us off-world. Probably need Lila Hagen to send a team. Knowing Miss Malin can handle his job out of Fallbrook. We're working on Remy, plying him with the pale kale ale he likes. Figure if I get him nice and sloshed, he'll tell me the password to the place. Did some exploring while he and Gertie were testing the Hallowitty gas. Found an old elevator shaft, a lab coat modded into a hidey spot. For some dandified weapon things, probably worth enough to make me a right top runger after I go back for it. Old Mercer give himself to Byzantium. You could bet on it. Can't let Remy or Gertie find out about it. Gertie go all full burn and demand I split the profits. Or I mean, he'd probably send me to the boneyard, keep it for himself. Okay, let me look at this thing. Okay, the screen is cracked and most of the keys are non-functional, fused together from plasma damage. All but a few entries are unreadable. Of those remaining, only snippets can be viewed. Entry 1, orbital Sauber, your reassign effective emit must report to Site City Commander Saunders by 1600 HST. Transport provided by non-corporate contractor, reliable. Proceed overland to research FAC, East Town designated Fallbrook, which is where we're at. Entry 2, kind of shithole facility is this. I'm never accepting a promotion again unless it comes with a gilded blank. Hostility keep losing her damn key card. Expecting to find it for her, not fucking her Swain. At least Powell is easy on the eyes. Entry 3, shit rat fucking alarm went off again before I got a chance to try the weapon. Seen anything like it. Chastity used it for a damn prank. Now Saunders is going to lock it up and I'll never perfect for crack control. Easy maintain order in township once they get their hands on glue. Okay, yeah, that... Okay. I definitely understood all of that. Okay, so we got clues now, so we need to find... Oh, it's just a poster. I thought it was actual schematics. I was about to steal it. I mean, I wasn't about to steal anything. Nah, you're hearing stuff. So, okay, so where is this lab? That's actually not too far from Amber Heights Crossroads. Okay, that's not bad. Let me do our stuff that's over here first. Okay, here we go. Wait, why is it telling us to go back outside? Did I equip the wrong quest? There was also someone needed to find in here. Find Scholar.
This is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home. Let's search the room. Try to figure out where he's
Come in,
gone.
close the door. Come on, door, close. There we go, now they can't see me steal. Okay, day 152. Conditions fair, report. Can't believe I'm stuck in this law-forsaken town, but at least I think I may have finally found a spot of promise. Down a tunnel on the riverbank outside of town. Produce 1 nugget and 2 teeth. I wonder if I can find dentist who'd pay something for the teeth.
Sounds
Cheney.
like Cheney's gone gold panning down on the river. I guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
Guess so. Okay, how far away is... Actually, it looks like it's just right outside the town. Oh yeah, we should probably talk to Malin. Insurance agent.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
And that's the only thing that happens. Duly noted.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Ha ha ha. We'll ask that later. Malin was someone we needed to talk to. Wasn't it? One of these... Or am I going insane? Well, let's talk to Malin anyway.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy?
No, we're not blind. We just don't care.
Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook.
You have hospitality in the name you're
Only nugget of
building.
paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Oh, she just comes and says whatever's on her mind, huh?
Yep.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
If by Nug Paradise you mean peace amid dung, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
And I'm half caring. I'm going to fix her for your sublight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
We have a fast travel to Cascadia. Fair chase, Malin.
Alright, alright. One of my runners uncovered a cache of Alta Vitae gas, left in a lab when the board abandoned Cascadia. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
That doesn't sound safe at all. But we get it done.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders.
Make a deal, done.
The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through, or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
We could do that. Sawbones Ellie could probably cook something up.
I shall leave the details to you.
Fair enough.
Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload.
And we already have someone who has
Recommend that
technical
option, though,
skills.
Unless you want to get dead.
Go have engineer, yeah. Prefer to handle it.
Load vapors into a liquid propellant tank? I think I know how to do that. No, I can do that. I think. Yes. Mostly? Definitely.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature?
Of course it is.
Handle it with the utmost of care. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
Fine. What is it?
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
Get a feeling it's going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
What silly do you want me to
Kill him.
do? Yeah.
Run him out. I don't rightly care for the details.
We could probably run
So
him
long
out
as
with
Clive
persuasion.
knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
Okay. Tim went to sabotage the factory.
And I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
Okay. Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of
We know
illicit goods
Duncan.
he
We
keeps
bought
for
something from
select
him.
clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Fair enough. Okay, we know Duncan. We met him and we bought some stuff from him, so that shouldn't take long. As I'm going
You know how their smoke are all
the wrong way, I think.
outside, but warm and squishy inside? I'm pretty sure she's crust all the way through.
Fancier, stocked with better booze.